Rob Van Rapporth. Welcome to MBA Now. I'm here with MBA President and CEO Bob Broeksmit. GSE reform has been a big topic of late, and here to talk about it with us is our own President and CEO. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having me, Rob.
Let's get into the state of play. I first want to start with Congress. What are you hearing that's happening on the Hill with this?
Well, Rob, as you know, GSE reform has been a priority of MBAs for a long time, and we're gratified that there's some movement on the Hill. I testified in December in front of the House Financial Services Committee, and then just in March, under Senator Crapo, the Banking Committee hosted 2 panels of hearings. I testified on the second day, and we got broad agreement among all sorts of stakeholders on several of the fundamental contours of reform, which would include a level playing field for all lenders, regardless of business size or volume, as well as things like having more than one guarantor so that competition is introduced in the market and maintained as well.
Now, the administration also has shown a lot of interest in GSE reform. There's been some movement of late with them as well, hasn't there?
There sure has, and it's no coincidence that on the very day that I testified, or not just I, but that there was testimony in front of Senator Crapo, the President released his presidential memorandum, which was important because it directed Treasury, as it relates to Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, and HUD, as it relates to FHA, to provide recommendations as soon as practicable, which is a bit of a term of art. I guess there wasn't a firm deadline, but we hope it will proceed quickly, to give recommendations on what can be done administratively, understanding that on the legislative side, that's where you really need the explicit guarantee and the change to the charter to allow more participants.
Yeah, and lastly, I would just want to ask that we have a new director at the FHFA, Mark Calabria, who is, of course, no stranger to this issue. What can we expect now through his tenure?
Well, I'm pleased that we were able to meet with Director Calabria before he was confirmed, and since he's been confirmed. He's only been in about a week and a half, and his positions have been consistent, that he expects to do things gradually, that the GSEs would not be released from conservatorship until certain key reforms were made, and he is a great listener and knows a lot about our business, but listens to the point of view of the practitioners very carefully. So we're looking forward to working carefully with Dr. Calabria over at FHFA.
Yeah, we're really excited to see what happens with it. There is no doubt that this is one of the biggest issues for our members, for our association. So thanks so much for stopping by and talking about it with us.
Thank you, Rob.